welcome back to Joey Plays and Build, where we play and build the Enchanted Paradise. Now, this is where we left off at the polar globe. We built 4 exhibits of our lovely dinosaurs, such as the Pyroraptor, the T-Rex, and the safari area with multiple dinosaurs. Today, we are going to build the aviary, and we have a couple of pterosaurs that I wanted to share, such as the Dimorphodon, the Pterodactylus, Talpahara, more Dimorphodon. So I want to have over 50 something pterosaurs, and of course the main event, the quetzalcoatlus, which we're gonna release after the time-lapse build. So without further ado, let's build the inside of the aviary. Okay, so this is actually a long build. It took me like 3 hours, 30 minutes to build this humongous aviary. So I'm just gonna show you snippets of the time lapse because then again, it's gonna be, if I show everything, it's gonna be a long video. Usually just me putting sand and forest. So I'm gonna show you some of the highlights. Like one right here is one out of the 4 islands in this aviary build. This is possibly my favorite because it's the biggest, and this is where I want all the pterosaurs to roam around, because you see me adding their food source, rocks, what is it, planters, and that little pole that they stand. So usually all of their necessities are right into this middle of the aviary, but there is 3 more islands that contain the same thing, such as this. So you see me adding the pole, the rocks. This is possibly one of my favorite rocks. Temperate rock number 5. It's the long one. You could barricade with that with fences, which I already showcased in the King of the Mountain attractions. You can do a lot with this rocks. It really helps out a lot. One thing I'm having trouble with, because I totally forgot how to do it, is to snap the angle of the rock. I remember I used to know how to do that, so it give me one position of the rock, but for some reason I can't do it anymore, so it just give me some random rocks, and I have to rotate them to find the exact position. Usually that's where all the time comes from, is to rotating that rock. So here we go again. If you guys have any clues how to snap the rocks into the position, please let me know, because it does get annoying and it does get really redundant. But I struggle on, and we finally built the habitat. So yeah, so I added the rock right next to the tracks. Again, I know the pterosaurs could sit on the tracks, and it makes sense to have it next to where the guests can see it. I think they could stand on these light poles as well, which I add. Here we go again, struggling, just trying to please let me know, guys, please. It's really tiring. Okay, so what some pterosaurs that I add are Dimorphodons, the small ones, the feather ones, more pterodons, Tropeonactus, which I think it's my favorite pterosaur in this game. It's either Tropeonactus or Geostanbergia. Those are my favorite. Tapajara or Tapahara, whichever you prefer. And of course, the main event in this video is the quetzalcoatlus. I think this is my 4th quetzalcoatlus video that I made. So yeah, it's a little island. Almost done with this. Don't worry, I will show everything in game. I don't think I have a lot to add. Okay, so one thing I would add is that the game, inside the aviary, the limitation of the slope is very minimum, which means that you cannot heighten up or you cannot go deep in the ground. So like if you want to make a nice canyon or a trench, it's very impossible here in this game. I'm speeding up the time lapse a little bit because it's getting really slow. I think you get the point of what I'm going for. So using fountains, trying to think outside of the box with these type of builds. Well, at the beginning I was just gonna add some sand and some forest and call it a day, but that would be a little bit boring. So adding some decorations here and there, because I know the pterosaurs can sit on fountains, they can sit on planters, they can sit on the poles. So might as well use these type of items the best way possible. I know they could sit on these planters. So this is the second island. This is possibly the smallest island. There's some areas where the tracks cannot go, so those are possibly obsolete to the guess. So I just covered it with just forest. So yeah, I want to add like 50 plus pterosaurs, if that's possible. Usually pterosaurs are a pain to take care of, because they do tend to get stuck, and they do tend to escape from the aviary where they shouldn't escape. I have that problem so many times. I know Frontier said that they fixed it, but I don't think that's the case because the Jeholopteryx escaped from its aviary. I had that, it happened before, so it escaped. So yeah, they didn't really fix it. Okay, so this is the third island, and I think you get where I'm going with it. I don't think I want to show the fourth island. Well, the fourth island is just possibly like the least impressive out of the build, but I really like this one. So yeah, so all the way forward there is the tracks are not going in that side of the aviary. So I blocked that, raised up the slope, blocked it. Hopefully the pterosaurs would not show up in that part of the aviary just because there is no water nor food, is just forest. And again, like I'm saying, is that the pterosaurs, they are troublesome. Like again, like the Jeholopoulos. I don't know. I thought they did fix it. I thought we have that problem has been fixed, but I think there's a certain amount of pterosaurs in the game, or there's some limitations. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But yeah, okay. Time lapse over. I felt like you get the point where I'm going with this. Very simple build. I hope you guys have any inspiration, but we'll go in game and I'll show you the rest. Yes, sir. Quetzalcoatlus. And I'm gonna call this one. Give me a moment, guys. If you guys remember all the way back in Winter Wonderland, there was a certain Quetzalcoatlus that is called Phoenix. So I'm returned Phoenix. And if you notice, there's pterosaurs already hanging about. So let me just explain the habitat. Let's go to capture mode. I'm very excited. So this is the first island you encountered. Again, I want pterosaurs to be everywhere as far as I could see. Now, again, like I'm saying, this part is obsolete, obscure. See, I can't even go. The camera won't let me. Just because there's no tour tracks, I just cover it with forest. So hopefully we don't have any pterosaurs that's going to visit that area. But this is where they should be visiting. You see their food source, their fish, rocks, everywhere. So some of the pterosaurs we have is of course our famous pterodon or pteranodon. Now I do want some pterosaurs to chill on the trees. Hopefully that will be the update for the next game. Here's the second island. This is possibly the biggest island. Fortunately, we don't have a lot of pterosaurs here. But if you notice up here, we have our second quits. I want to add 4 more. So this is the Dominion skin. I could hardly fly up there. One thing I want for the aviary is to raise the height. I feel like the height is way too small. Anyways, there is no pterosaurs chilling here, which is unfortunate. But we have some more pterosaurs, so hopefully they'll roam around and try to find their own fitting. We have our Tropeonactus. Now, I believe these pterosaurs were from walking with dinosaurs, right? Yeah, I believe these guys are from walking with dinosaurs. Oh, by the way, this is their skin pattern. So usually all of the pterosaurs here are Yukon River, except for quetzalcoatlus, which I didn't show the skin pattern. I will show the skin pattern later. We still have more pterosaurs. We have a quetzal, but I'm going to save that till the end. Here is Tapahara. So, or Tapajara, Yukon River. So they're basically Yukon River, except their pattern. So the pattern is Porana. So, and who else I have? We have more pterodons. But I believe these are not Yukon River. Yeah, these are Gambian River bison lithobase. So there's other skin patterns. Now we're gonna release our third quetzal. We have 3 quetzals here. I want to add one more. Oh, the game starts to lag a bit. Hopefully it doesn't lag all the way through. So, oh, they need sand? Why do they need sand? So, Gambia River and Polcarana. Okay, let's go have a tour through the aviary. So here, this is the 4th island. This is what I didn't show in the time lapse. Yeah, it's not much to talk about. I just added their fish feeder and the land. Here's off limits. You could tell by there's no food, no pillars, planters, or rocks. Here's the other island. So we have more pillars here. Hopefully the pterosaurs don't chill in one area. I don't want that. They need to spread out. So more of this. Yeah, these are like, I just add sand and forest and just call it a day. But here's the second island. I think this is the second biggest. Again, no pterosaurs. And then you go straight into the middle. You see, look at, I took my time on this. Again, it was like 3 hours of doing all of this. Oh, we have some pterosaurs here. That's lovely. We have the big quetzalcoatlus. I do apologize with the lag. It's getting too laggy, but yeah, look at that. And then we have the 4th island. I mean, the 3rd island's right here. What a view. What a view. And then we go to the 4th island, which hopefully I don't get lost. There it is. Oh, look at the quits. Everybody loves hanging out here. Look at that. And there you have it, guys. There you have it. Now I'm gonna do a full tour, but I'm gonna put that in a separate video. But yeah, hopefully you guys got some inspiration of the build. Again, there's some that I do want like heighten the terrain level just a bit, or heighten the aviary just a bit. I feel bad for the quetzalcoatlus. I really like this part of the. I already took my time. You know what? I need to stop being lazy and I gotta go for it. Like, that is really nice. And then here is just nothingness. It does take a toll on you, but you know what? I'm going for it. I want to do it. I want to make, yeah, I'm going to make each and every tunnel like this. Look how nice this is. Don't you guys agree? It looks like a nice. Anyways, guys, okay, I feel like it's done. I feel like we're done with the polar globe. Again, I'm gonna do a full tour with the rest of the parks or the attractions that I have. I will do a poll on what will be the next biome. So I'm thinking a desert. It's gonna be a challenge to have a desert here in this environment because this is a lush temperate biome. What else? A tropical beach resort. That's also going to be a challenge because we don't have the proper sand in this game. What else? I would love to do an abandoned lost village. That would be fun as well. And yeah, maybe more, maybe more. We could think of maybe more. But I'll end it right here, guys. I'm gonna end it with this view right here. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe, please subscribe to see more as we are almost to 500 subscribers. I am very excited for that. And I'll see you guys in the next build. Thank you guys for watching.